Hello, good afternoon. First of all, I'm sorry, I just came out of the flu and my voice is really shitty. So to talk about a little bit about Voadora is a theater company based in Lisbon. It's hard to describe our work, not because it's very complex, but it's just the way we try not to establish an identity for our project. And that happens because for each project, we invite different artists from different areas, different countries to do the work with us. And while we develop that work, we try really hard not to establish a hierarchy. It's really hard, but we try to, to communicate with the people that we invite for our projects and to make part as much as we can all together of the decisions to do the show. If something could be said about that it's transverse to all our work, I would say it's something that we try. Rarely we work with dramatic texts. Sometimes we do, but it's rarely. We try to work with everyday issues, but I think everybody does. But with also materials that we find in our everyday life, and we try to, by giving it a dramatic input, to create fictions after autobiographical material, and then with that try to people to look at everyday things in a different perspective, I think. And this year, it's our 10th anniversary. I think if you really want to know more about the work of the company, I think you can visit or get in touch with us. But this year is our 10th anniversary, and we are very happy because finally we are going to have our own space. And the funny thing is, like, that space is not going to be in Lisbon, it's going to be in Porto. And it's going to open on the 30th of this month. So questions that we are putting to ourselves is like, how are we going to, even if we have performed in that city, but not as much as we would like to. I think for a lot of people in Lisbon, that's true. Are we going to relate with the city? How the city is going to relate with us? How are we going to make a connection with the new audiences? And for that, and I think like it's a big coincidence because then we developed a project that I think it fits in the kind of the stuff that we are talking about this afternoon here, which is we wanted to work with the young people from schools around, because our theater is really downtown. For those who are from Porto or know Porto, it's in Rua do Almada, so it's really downtown. And we would like to work with schools around Porto, and in order to make with a group of actors students from each school, for them to make a report of the way, time-wise and space-wise, that they do from the school into our theater. And that we thought that it would be a good way for us to understand the city. But for them to do that, we wanted to develop or to give them tools to do that report. And with that, we wanted to work close to the schools and give like workshops and on photography or video or dance or writing or journalism or something more contemporary as, I don't know, satellite detection, remote detection, or Google Maps, or flight on an helicopter over the town, or a workshop of maquettes for us to understand the city. And meantime, we do understand the city. We try for the students to look more carefully into their everyday environment. In order, we hope to develop in them a more sensitive way of perception of their space, and also so they could develop a more a speech and I think a critical point of view for the stuff that they see every day. And we hoped to work now for this specific project. And I don't know even if there's some people here from Norway or from Iceland or from Liechtenstein But I thought it would be a good way for us to work all together. If I was imagining if the people that would do the workshops to document the reality from the people in Porto would be from a different culture, not from a different town as we are, but from a different country. So it gives tools for them to look into their reality in a more different way, and how the dialogue between the three of us from there close by and not so close, how we could make a map of that town. So basically, and this is something that we are still discussing about what kind of workshops we could do to document the knowing of the town by the students. And we are quite open to discuss them with people that maybe come from different areas that we don't imagine yet, so it could help us out in this project. Thank you.